to the actually past 2 weeks in review. I'm sorry I missed my video last week. You know, the whole reason why I got into trading is family first. And this past week, I was finally back at my desk, which was great. It was wonderful. I was able to watch the market, get Thinkorswim up and running, really be able to put in my price alerts, and really get my hands on to the software and how it works. But the week before, it was, you know, family first. I spent time with my family back in the States and then came back, and last Sunday we celebrated our daughter's 3rd birthday, which was huge. It was so much fun with all the kids and her best friend from daycare. And then, you know, this past year, last week, I celebrated my 40th birthday on the 15th, and it was just, this past year has been amazing. You know, I've been building everything with trading, really sharing to give back to you guys, to help you, building the book and making it come to reality. We had our 2nd daughter just over 6 months ago, February 2nd, and I had the honor of speaking out in California last December, and I was just asked to speak again, actually October 1st, by Trade Ideas as well. So if you guys are out in California, or if you want to travel and come out and visit with me, definitely check it out. All the information will be down below. As always, you know, the whole reason why I got into trading was to be here for my family and my husband and my daughters, and just to have the ability to work from anywhere. However, when I do travel, I like to spend that time on family, because that's why I got into it in the first place. So if you have that desire, you have that dream to break away from your job and basically say, fuck my job, right? Just like the title of my book, #FMJ, that's what it means, fuck my job. Because who wants to spend their time working for somebody else? You know, you have the ability, if you have that drive to make it happen for yourself, put the energy in every single day, and you can get there. It's not going to happen overnight, but it is possible. So getting into my watch list for the week, I do have a bunch of different stocks. What I like to do is I go ahead, I do my research, and then even, you know, every morning I'll do it as well, about 8:45, to see what has gapped up overnight, what the biggest losers and gainers were for the past day. And then I put my price alerts on the charts, and I wait, you know, wait for those right trades to happen, wait for the setup, trade with a plan. And as always, my watch list with the price targets that I set, I think that if it hits that price target, it's going to continue with that momentum. And sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it will test it and then fall back if it's a resistance level, or bounce off of it if it's a support level. As always, I'm not a trading professional. These are just my opinions, so do your due diligence and trade at your own risk. So going into the week for longs, we've got RENN with a support of 750, a resistance of 850. IMMU with a support of 775 and a resistance of 860. CMCM with a support of 1150 and resistance of 1250. VHC with a support of 345 and a resistance of 390. TUES, which is a retailer Tuesday morning. It is pretty much at a 52-week low, so I kind of think that this one as well could be a longer term swing trade, based on the fact that if it does break 2, right now I believe the 52-week low was right at 145. If it does break 2, this has some gap fill movement and could easily swing up. If you have followed me in the past, you'll see that I did recommend Weight Watchers before, way back when it was at 12, because it had a large short float volume, and now it's almost at 50. So the possibility is there, but sometimes it does take time for that to develop. We have THC at support of 14 and a resistance of 15. ACIA, which is a lower float stock, and that looks like it has a support of 42.85 and overall resistance of 48 if it can break 45. So it does have that longer term effect to it. It does have a huge short float volume of 48%, 69% short on Friday. So that could very quickly move if momentum and volume get behind it. Also, BABA, which was an earnings winner on Thursday, continued up on Friday, and does look like it could break out above 170 with a 165 support. Shorts going forward for the week. We have FL, Foot Locker, massive loser on Friday, and it does look like if it breaks 34 on the support level, it will continue down. It was in the 52-week low club, and a resistance of 35. It looks like it could test 35 and then pull back. DE John Deere. It did have a support back on the chart if you look left of 115, and if it breaks the high of Friday 118.50, it looks like it could potentially do a gap fill like AAP earlier this past week. Hertz looks like it could continue down more with a support of 16 and a resistance of 17.15. We have GLOB if it breaks support of 39.15 and a resistance of 40. We have RXDX if that continues downward in downward momentum, support to be broken of 870 and 905 for resistance. Edit, we all know Edit. If you've been trading in the past, it is quite volatile, and it looks like it's breaking down now on the downward trend momentum. If it breaks through 1685, it'll break lower for sure, and it has a resistance to test of 18. Also BBSI if it breaks support of 50 and or resistance of 51 to the upside. Also including some longer term bounce swing trades potential. So definitely check them out. You know, I mention them right now because they look like they've hit close to a low and they might be reaching that support level consolidation before it bounces. So check them out as well. HNRG with a support of 540 and a resistance of 580. We have MEET with a support of 350 and a resistance of 371. If it breaks above that, it looks like it could shoot up pretty quickly. That is lower float. JCP, man, I just found this new awesome short squeeze idea website, which I will include down below. And it does have a chart of the stocks that have high short float volumes. So JCB and also Caesars Entertainment. Man, I think it's like 69% short of all of the short float. Of all of the float volume. So definitely check those out. So JCP with a support of 345 and a resistance of 375. I will go ahead and throw in the Caesar there. I believe it's CZR for the ticker. You'll see it. I'll throw the chart up so you can see, and I will mark the support and resistance on the chart as well. AMC, which is AMC Entertainment, at a support of 12 and a resistance of 1375. That has been basing for a little bit. Might have a little bit lower before it continues upside, but definitely watch it for a longer term swing trade. CLB, 88.90 for support and 90.60 for resistance. AAXN with a support of 21.40 and a resistance of 22.20. And OLED. OLED, if you guys have been following me since January, mentioned it way back at 59. Now it went up to 139, more than doubled, and it's been pulling back. It looks like it's either going to have a triple bottom here, or if it breaks support of 107.50, it looks like it will continue downwards towards 90. If it continues up and breaks 112.50, it looks like it will go up and try to test that 130 level again. As always, trade with the proper risk management. Be smart about it. Carpe profit. Seize those